Hello everybody and welcome once again to Let's Play Overlord. We are inside the Mellow Hills area of the expansion. We are currently solving the first puzzle of the area, really. We've gone ahead and had Melvin go through and eat all of the different plates of food. And now we're having him go through and do them in the correct order. That glowing where it showed the food coming back down and the plate is full again is what I was talking about before when I was talking about that it does respawn the food. So unless you come down here and flip this switch after that has happened, see that food plate is back down again where he could reach it. So we need to come down here and flip this switch again. And now it's out of his reach, and he's going to go eat the one on the other side first. We're going to go ahead and refill our numbers. And now that he has eaten that plate, we can lower this one back down so that he can reach it. And it will be the third one that he gets to. And that's all you have to do to get through this area. This is also an area that you can collect a decent bit of life force with absolutely no fighting. It's just so slow going that unless you're having problems getting life force, it really isn't a very good option. Even if you're having a hard time, I'd recommend going into the Mellow Hills, killing all of the sheep that are there, collecting it from them since they don't fight back at all, and then being able to go and go back to the tower, go right back into the Mellow Hills, all the sheep will be there again. You can do that over and over and get the life force faster than you could collecting it off of those halflings. Since you're just standing in the area anyway, you might as well pick up any that have fallen while you wait for Melvin to get to all of the plates. So having blown up that section, let us go in and get to that wheel that we were able to turn. And that turned off the fire that was in the same room where we first saw Melvin. And that's going to let us continue on into another area again. That was a big enough fight where again we did lose minions. So where I was worried about how well we would be able to cope with the fights, that is definitely seeming to start to show itself. We did fine early, but we're having a tougher time with these ones later in the area. So now we can get in to the area that's on the other side of this room. There was fire coming up out of these grates right here, so that's what I was talking about, that switch turned off.
They must be preparing Melvin's eternal feast. Oh, damnation is busy work.
And what we need to do here is there's one plate of food there.
I think there must be some kind of mistake, sire. You couldn't have a word with someone, could you?
Best use of sheep, sire. I think that's here Melvin from here.
Another plate of food straight ahead from us there. But the thing is we need to create a third plate. First we'll need to kill this halfling cook. And then what we need to do after that is chase all of these sheep into the furnace that's at the far end of this. You do have a time limit to do so, because while he's eating those first two plates, you need to already have the third one in the right place. We did not get to it. He just blew up from eating a different third plate.
I'd escape, Melvin.
And it reset everything. But now what we can do is go ahead, and we don't have all of those halfling cooks to have to kill. And so we've gotten a little bit of a head start compared to that first playthrough to get the sheep into the oven. And so we should be able to do it this time. Except that they're not running from us correctly. They actually just stood there and let us start attacking them. There's 2. There's 3. Stop attacking it and just chase it. There we go.
For sheep, sire. I think I can hear Melvin drooling from here.
So now we have put the 3rd plate of food in the correct place. And so instead of him being able to eat a 3rd one here, it's going to have him eat it over there, and we'll open the next section.
Never get me in the kitchen. All this cooking, it's like home, only appetizing. They're gonna cook me! Get me back to my home and I'll give you something for your little chaps.
Okay, so we have some halflings to kill here. And then we've got Bob up on the spit right there. And we have the option of either freeing him or turning that wheel and starting the fire.
All this food just lying about.
And the one playthrough I have done of this was with the character I was playing through to get the achievement for total corruption. So I was playing through as a bad guy, so I did set him on fire instead of freeing him. So I'm not sure how far we've got to carry him.
They're gonna eat me! Oh, don't let them eat me, Lord!
Free me, sire, before they stuff an apple in my mouth and serve me to Melvin.
In fact, while they go ahead and start carrying that the rest of the way, I'm going to just risk losing the 2 of them somewhere. And come back here and turn the wheel that was back here also. Not the one that starts the fire that would have cooked him, but there's one.
And my wife said you could never get me in the kitchen.
Just like that was on the other side, and it will open up the next area. So right here, this small one was the one that would have cooked him. This large one's the one that you actually have to turn to proceed. And it opened up the doorway that was there in the area where we first saw Melvin. So we just have to circle back around it.
All this cooking, it's like home, only appetizing.
I am going to go ahead and go back to the tower portal and hope to pick up all of the browns that have wandered off and have my full group again. If I cannot get the full group that way, I'm actually going to go ahead and teleport back to the tower and come back into the area to make sure I can get the full group, because this section has been tough to fight. So there was 2 of them. So we're just missing the 1 again at least. And I will move on with just 1 missing instead of doing a couple of teleports.
Your evil domain, sire.
And here's the doorway we opened up. Oh, there was a tower portal here also that I could have used. And here we have summoning pits of all 4 colors. And we've got another one of the pumpkins that's spawning a whole patch of pumpkins in front of himself. We're going to move on here at first and go around and take out the large one first. I do think a couple of the pumpkins followed us over and was attacking the back side of my group. If they were, though, the minions dealt with them by themselves. And we will sweep over and take out the large pumpkin. Oh yeah, we have to have reds over there to take him out. You can't actually reach him. Do I have any reds with me? I do still have 2. It will take them quite a while probably to kill him though by themselves. Yeah, that's going to take quite some time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, and we will start the next video with him dying and being able to move on and see what that opened up for us.